Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we are finally gonna set up our science production again. We have gotten all our intermediate products up and running, just finishing with the refined titanium plates last episode. So let's see if we can get it up and running. What I have planned is to do red with blue and green with purple. The reason for this is that in theory I wanted one per production cell, but that will take up a bit too much room for what I'm guessing we're gonna need. So I'm gonna mix two inputs with the 4-input one, so we need 6 train stops, and then we can have a mixed output one, so we can fit them inside one cell. So let's go out and set it up and see if we can't get this to work. It shouldn't take that long. So to do the science, I think this might be a good area to do it. We just need to clear out a bit of forest, and then we can use these two. So maybe something like red and blue up here and green and purple down here. So let's just get down some train tracks and let's start to clear out all of this forest. Let's do one here and the last one right there. That'll be our 2 production cells. We will also need a lot of these mixed in, if I can see where they're at for each of these. So let's just do the top one first, and let's clear out all the trees. Get all of this away. There we are. So now that our robots are starting to work, we can actually do 2 things. One, we can dismantle our old science setup up here, since that hasn't been running for 30 episodes or so. And we can start to refurbish some of these to our new area. So let's just get all of this away and start to clean up a bit of this. Let's just get, yeah, that's fine. And this can stay for a little while still. The same with the blue ones. But that should give us a bit of science to get us started. So let's travel to our new area. And as I learned a few episodes ago, always do it by train, or else I will kill myself at some point. Again. And look how much they have to do. Whoa. Yep, we are definitely clearing out a forest and building a nice supply network for our science. So first things first, let's line up the things we need. So red science, automation science, copper plates and tin gear wheels. And should we make him on site? I think that might be the best for this one. So you see here, that is just tin plates. We can do a nice ratio for those, and we can do the same for the other part we need. So let's see if we can set this up. It was what's called, there it is. Tin plate, oh, copper plate, sorry, let's start with that one. So let's just get a few assemblers down and see how many we need. First things first, we need this one. We might just move these down 1, so we can have both next to each other and feed into it. I think that might be a viable solution if we do something like this. So this one, copper plates. Let's see, copper plates, they just need ingots, so that will be irrelevant, this one. And this one down here, we'll only need half the speed, so we could do it in a line instead to get the correct ratio, or we could do this. Let's just see when to set it up. That'll need plates, and then we'll have a line running right here, with the copper splitting off into these. Would we do it like this? Because we do need more copper plates than we need, more tin gear wheels than we need copper plates. So if we do this, 1 every second, 1 every half a second, so that can apply to, let's set it up a bit differently. I think that will be better. And do belts instead. Just belt it all in. What if we do something like this instead? So on one side, we'll make right here. So I'll show what I mean. So if you make the tin gears over here for now, down, and we'll put in one out here as well. Or actually, we can do this. If I do it correctly, something like that. Plate. Oh wait, that's 1 a second, and these are 1 every half a second. So that is definitely not the correct way around. So we'll need 2 to 1 instead. So it will be something like this instead. Isn't that correct? 1 second to craft 1. This needs 2 a second. So this will work. And we can output them to the belt. And we have them in. And then we'll do the same over here. Just maxing out a belt, or how many we need. Here we need these. And of course we'll need this in as well. Could do it like that instead. Something like this. And then we'll just expand however much we need to fill a belt. So like to move you up just a small amount instead, so they match. There we are. And we're able to expand it down times just doing it. Then we'll have these in, the copper, and we'll have the tin over here going in. And in theory, we can just upgrade this to what's called a red belt to do enough. And a red belt in the middle. But let's try this for what we need. So input, and an output somewhere else. And let's do this. Move you over here instead. I don't know how much room we need. Or should we do it something like this instead, maybe? Getting in on top and going to the end. Let's try this for now and see how this will look. Then we'll need some poles. That fits somewhat nicely. And then we'll be able to expand this down. Copper ingots and tin ingots in. Will give us a mixed belt we need for our red science. Those two. But of course at a bit different ratio. But I think it will be fine. That is not completely ratios correctly. Oh, it will be. We're producing twice as much here as we are of this one. Nope, that is wrong. We'll need 4 of these. No, 2 to 1. We'll see when we start it up. I'm not the best at ratios on the fly. So what if we do this and see how far down we go? That is modular expandable. I love making that more than ratios. And to fill a belt, we only need 7.5. To fill a red belt, we'll just need 15. And over here, we'll need 30 to fill a red belt. And since we're doing twice as many, that might actually be possible to do it at the same rate. So let's just get it all the way down to there. Then we at least have some output. Let's get in train inputs. Here we are, and right here. And then one of these will have the copper. It could just be the top one and then tin from the other one. Come on, deliver the rest. We're at the road. Oh, there they are. Flying in from afar. So let's request copper here. And I could just take the plate in, but I'd rather make it on site than doing it off site. So let's see, copper ingots. That's a technically 15k, so we have some. So turn yellow right away. If you have a train that is standing by. And over here we want the tin. Let's see, tin ingots. Let's just do negative 15k as well. And there we are. Now to hook these up. So probably steal a balancer somewhere when we're doing this. Instead of keep copying it out all the time. Didn't we have a balancer somewhere doing that? Oh well, we'll just do it one more time. Should be fine. One. Will that work? Wasn't that what we determined last time? 1, 2, 3. Nope. We'll have to go back a bit. Or just down a bit. Let's see here, there, and I don't mind wasting a bit of space since we might have to rebuild this at some point anyway. And that was the tin. We'll just need to go down here for now. It's right there. And then the copper will come from up here, nice and easy. That's one way to do it. Or we could just turn it like this. And just take one belt back to the start. One, two, three, four. There we are. That is that hooked up. Please go this way. And hook up right here. A small amount of wasted space, but it should be fine. That will give us a mixed belt out. And this mixed belt we can just kinda... Oh, actually just make go out the other way. That's actually way better. It doesn't need to go the same way. Then this one will go down this way. And then we'll make a red science production right here. Since we have all the resources, it's pretty much just crafting on both sides. We could split it out. That might actually not be a bad idea. Something like this. Let's just do 2. We'll have belts in the middle. Some running down this way, some running down right here. You will of course make our red science. And then please just take a little splitter like this. I know it's not the most pretty thing, but that should work. We should have it out, putting this one this way down here. And going into, where's it at? An output train station right here. This will of course merge with our blue science. I think that's what we decided will be in the same cell. And the power lines up nicely. And let's see if we can't do this. And let's see how badly I messed this up. Last episode I was so proud of our build. And don't know how much science this will produce. 1, 2, 3. How many do we have? Let's see, we have 12, 24, so that's 3 a second. Yeah, that's 3 a second since one takes 8 seconds. So right now we're doing, oh, it's taking 4 seconds. Sorry, so that's 16 a second. What? No. No. We have 24. At 4 a second, that's 6 a second. That's what I was trying to say. Because it was double that. I don't know why I said 16. So 6 a second. That is actually not that bad. And then we'll just hook up red science this way. This might be overkill doing it like this, but that is fine. That is completely fine. And get down that one. And how much should we store at a time of science? How much should we buffer? Is 10k a lot to buffer? 15k. Let's do 15k. That is what we have done so many other places. And this might be completely overkill. But here's the plates. Now just missing the tin coming there. It's going to activate this one. And then we should have everything flowing in as needed. Now it's just that the ratios are completely off. Are we even producing enough here? Might be that we just expanded all the way over instead. Since, oh yeah, we're producing twice as much, so it should be the same ratio. But we'll need twice as much down here as well. We'll see how much we can produce like this. And then we will we'll figure it out if this runs non-stop. So now we need 4 inputs. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 output right here for the blue science. By the way, if any of you have a better way of doing science in these modular setups, I would love to see it. Because this is just me throwing together ideas that I have no idea if it's gonna work. Or I know they will work, but I don't know how good they are. It's more a thing like that. But we have science flowing at a rate called... Yeah, that's definitely never gonna go all the way down. So we might need to expand this part this way. And just take what's called... Yeah, pretty much just use the top part for red science and the bottom part for the blue science. And then we can start over here instead. Let's just get this middle things out. They're in the way. So let's see here. That is at least... Oh, it goes quite far down. That one... Oh, it's because it can't keep up with the speed. So that just means we should just do this to help it out a small amount. Let's see here and you. And all the way down. And let's see if this doesn't speed up things a bit and go all the way down the line. Because that's going to give us a full yellow belt. So that's 7.5 per second. That might be enough. So, chemical science pack. Crushed. Right here. We'll just take in the crushed. That is so easy to do when we have so much of it, so that should be fine. 15 crushed. Then we'll need the crushed iron ore. Negative 15,000. Next thing we need is plastic. I think 15 might be a lot of plastic. Let's just go with the threshold a bit lower. And then go with 6k instead. Or go with 10k. And then the last one over here will be a petroleum coke. Let's go with a 10k as well. How much do we need of it? What's that? Only 1. 3k, 5k. There's no reason why I'm doing it other than I think that might... It's just what my brain was thinking when I decided that number. So to set this up, 4 inputs. What would be a good way to do 4 inputs? What did we do up here? Just look back at our old design. Where's it at? Crushed in. Oh yeah, a mixed belt of like that. Ah. Then we can do that on both sides. Let's try that. that might not be too bad. Can we just steal the design and flip it around? Where are you at? Where are you at? There you are. Blueprint that part. And then we'll just remove those and go down here. So let's see. We have all the things coming in the right kind of resource. So we want the output to be here in the middle. What if we just do it here for now and see how this looks? So we can do this one first. There and there. That will give us this setup. And now we just need to mix the belts in. And then we'll have an output here in the middle. If one of you would do the ratios, that could be quite cool to see how far off I am. And how much red signs I've produced while we're looking at this. Oh, whoops. So probably remember to hook it up. Should be hooked up now. And then we just need to turn this that way instead. These can go, should all go the same way. So let's see here. Balance it out. Again, a bit of waste of space. There we are, and then we'll take them down this way. I think one will be enough for what we need. So we can mix these two to one belt. Might do it up a bit further up. There we are, that will mix. And then on this one, we would like to just mix one of these together. So pretty much like that. Will give us a mixed belt that can go down this way. It can split off. And now we have to remember to do it on the inside, since that is the one that's needed the most. Don't know if that is very important, but I think it would look a bit better like that. So on the inside with you, remember to put power down, of course. And there, and there, 2, 4, 6, 8. That should give us all the power we need. These are flowing in. Let's just hook them up wherever it wants to connect. I think there should be fine. So that's half the things we need for chemical science packs. Now we just need to hook up plastic and coke, and they should both be going in. We should be able to steal that part. Can we turn it like this? Let's just do a little quick and dirty. The only difference is that there we are. We can just replace you ourselves. And then this should hook up nice and correctly. Flowing in, don't need you. And then we'll just merge these two as well to a belt. And they can, and then we'll see how badly this works. So what if we just do, oh, it's probably way back here. So it'll be here. Good, this has got a bit more. Let's just do this and see if at least this will get it up and running. That is all I want right now. And oh, we can do it like that instead. Let's do the same here. It looks a bit better when you do it the same way. So that will be this up and running. And now we should be producing out these things, and we'll be able to expand it down as much as needed, depending on how well this can handle it. Let's see here, draggy. I think that's somewhat the right spot. Oh, barely was. In here, and let's hook it up and give this the same amount. We said 15 here, let's say 15 as well of blue science. So now we have chemical science and we have automation science up and running, or red and blue as I like to call them. And that will just keep working now, and we can expand this, and we can expand this one up here. So red and blue. That is great. So green and purple will do down here. Could do the same setup as this, just with different two inputs. Yeah, we'll take those in as they are. So that'll just be these two without any transformation. So that's pretty much this setup. And then this one will be a 4 input one. That'll also be something like this will do. So can we just copy this one and change the input ones? Let's try, oh, not delete. That would have been bad. What if we do, what if we just do this for now? Let's check this and then we'll delete everything up here. I kind of wish there was a delete tool in here. Sometimes that looks a bit better when you do it like that. Or we can actually just place it down and then, oh, before we do this. Was it this one? No. Where is our science when we just copied? Is the last one? This one. Because I want to remove these before they request anything. Where did you go? There we are. And go down to this cell and just place this one down. And then we'll go change the things we need. Go. Let's see. Go, go, go. Ooh, oh. Because all of this we can now just do that too. Even though we didn't do it in the blueprints, we can easily do it like that. And you're right in smack in the middle. Now we'll just go put up some new ones. Let's see here. There we are. Did this one down here miss anything? Just to be sure. There we go. Everything's up and running. Now we just need the inputs. And let's just change these to production science. All the way down here. Have the same things. We should probably get concrete and large steel chassis on the same side. I think that'll be the best. To be honest, concrete should have its own belt, but that's something we'll check in a little while. So let's just hook these up. We could just go up here. Is that where I put all the other ones, just to make it consistent? It was. Green. Turn you off, and then I can just copy this around a few times in just a second. So one train, request threshold at 10,000. And we'll be able to do this. I don't know if this will break these. Hopefully it won't. There we go, and there we go. And then I can go around and set it up. So concrete was one of the things you wanted from here, and the large, what's it called? Let's see here, large steel chassis. We only need one at a time, so let's just request. Is 2,000 enough? Let's do 3,000. I think that might be good, and set the limit to 2K before it starts to request. Turn you on, then we'll get that in. That will flow in here and get mixed onto this one, and then this one I want to make concrete. And we could do that, that's perfect. So concrete, and we need a lot of this, so that will just be like, we can just do 15,000. Because or they do actually stack higher than that, but let's do 15. Concrete, negative 15,000. Activate. That'll get flowing in on the inside one. Might have to give them a small upgrade to yeah, we can pretty much do these all at the same time to fast ones because of the concrete. And then down here, as the last thing this episode, we'll just hook up reinforced titanium plates and advanced circuits. Let's see here. Let's do advanced circuits first. And we might have to check those next episode as well. I think we might be in a bit of an issue with those. 10,000 at 5 as a threshold. And the last one over here was just reinforced titanium plates. And they are quite expensive. What else are they used for? Just to see here if I should request a lot of them. Science, and the rest is not that much. How many do we have at the moment? Let's see how much have we stored up. Only 1,500. Ooh, so that might be a little while before we get that up and running. But let's request, so we have 5,000 all times here at a minimum 3,000 at a time. So it'll be a little while before we get these in, and yeah, this should work, this should flow. Let's just go over here and hook up this part. And then we'll end the episode. Or we could just take this away as well, so we know how it connects up. Just like that. Do that and connect up the belt right there. This shouldn't request anything, so the only thing I need to change is just these two. This one will be production science. There we are. Production science, and this one will be logistic science, the green one. So I'll end the episode here. Oh yeah, remember the names when you do it like that. You can just be called 2. Shouldn't be anything called that yet. And we had the same issue right here. That should be fine. Yeah, this should hopefully turn the correct color sometime soon. Though it does take quite a while. Oh well, I'll figure that out. Oh, that is very strange. Is that better? Well, I'll check that in between. Oh, strange. Well, as always, guys, please like and subscribe and comment if you are enjoying this. I am a lot, and see here is that's a lot of steel chassis and the concrete flowing in to our little system. And yeah, then I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Dgray. Bye.